Hello everyone and welcome to my 5th episode of my tutorial series. Today I'll be teaching you all the info to make your iron farms more efficient in the Bedrock edition. Sorry Java players, I can't help you in this one as I play on Bedrock. So today I'm going to be going over 3 things so I could help your iron farms be more efficient and make sure they work so you get all that iron for building and for crafting, I guess. Number 1, workstations. Workstations are essential for an iron farm in the Bedrock edition because instead of villagers getting panicked, it's all about the villager workstations. If a villager can't access a workstation, no iron golem will spawn because it's all about how many villagers work per day and how many villagers can gossip. So they're all in one area and they can talk, they can do whatever they want, they could talk, gossip, work at the same time. They don't have to be able to sleep to spawn iron golems, but this is only for 1.16 for now because the mechanics might change for 1.70, but I doubt it. So keep this, if this video is correct in 1.17, then come back and check it out because it might update, but I don't think it will update that big because they haven't fixed iron farms in a long time. Make sure to have the workstations accessible while my game is lagging because then they will be able to spawn iron golems. But if you have too many workstations, they might want to link to another one if they can't reach it in time. So have different workstations. So I had this one section for armor, another section for toolsmith, and another section for fletching tables. So each villager, so they don't like link, so one armorer doesn't go all the way and link to another toolsmith's. So make sure to not have them in the corners or they'll just get lost from unlinking, and have them accessible so your iron farm is efficient and can work properly. Even though the Minecraft Bedrock Edition iron farms rely off villager workstations, there's still gossiping that you have to take. So gossiping is when a villager talks to another villager, they just have to make the horror noises, look back at each other, shake their heads. So if that happens, then they can gossip, talk to each other, because they have like a routine. In the morning they'll reset their trades, and then in the afternoon they'll gossip, and then they'll reset their trades again, and then they'll gossip again at the end of the day, and that's the routine. They'll just follow that again, and they'll just talk to each other in one block space, because that seems reasonable for villagers to talk to each other because they're all cramped in one area. The villager requirement. The villager requirement is obviously not some obscure bell ritual, but it'll be like 20 beds, but they have to be linked. So green sparkles, they don't have to be accessible for you though. Even if they are obstructed, you don't have to be able to sleep in them. Obviously you're just going to suffocate if they're above under stone, and they have to be linked, and you'll know when it's linked when there's a green sparkle or particles coming out of villagers and a green particle that shines on a bed. So all villagers must be linked. So obviously you have 10 extra beds and 10 villagers that are working. So if you want more, you're gonna have to add more beds in for the farm. So if you have 30 villagers, you're gonna need 30 beds, because for a villager to be spawning iron golems and working constantly, it has to be linked to a workstation for iron golems to spawn. And also don't forget to link the villagers with the beds. The spawning platforms. And finally, the spawning platforms are crucial to have iron golems spawning in the iron farm. And do not forget, the spawning platforms are crucial for the iron farm to work properly, because the more spawn places you have means the more places the game can register and check for a spot for the iron golem to spawn. And iron golems actually have a 6 blocks wide perimeter, so you're gonna have to clear out 6 blocks up, 6 blocks down, well, from the center of the village, unless you have it in the sky, which makes it easier for you. And then have the corners buttoned up. They can spawn on slabs if you have 3 blocks above, so cover them up with buttons. And yes, that is it for the spawning platforms. But don't forget, villages have to be 150 blocks apart. If you build a village or iron farm near a village less than 150 blocks, then the iron golems will not spawn because they'll register the center of the village super close. And then your iron farm will be broken and will never work. So, but this is the rest of the information of the iron golem spawning rules. I am sorry if this caused to scare you, but if you enjoyed today's iron farm video, more videos will be coming up about farm tutorials on how to make farms for the Bedrock Edition. Make sure if you're new, subscribe, like, and comment to see what you want to see next on my Minecraft tutorial series. Also, a Let's Play series will be coming out sooner or later in about like 1 week. Bye guys!